Have you ever asked yourself the question, am I on track with my goals? Am I doing the right things to achieve them? Or really, I am giving it my best? So if you're asking yourself this question, please stay with me until the end of this video, and I'm going to reveal you actually how I asked myself those questions, how I answered them. I've actually just went through those questions recently, and this video now I'm doing is a bit particular, a bit different from the other videos I've been doing. The reason behind it I want to share with you really my real feeling about what have happened to me lately. You know, when you are at the heat of the work, heat of doing the best that you can do in what you do on an everyday basis, you know, especially if you have a job, you have work, and you try to give it your best. You're not procrastinating behind it, and you are stepping up. You know, I'm a leadership coach and a specialization in transformation. And for me, the best way to transform yourself in your career, in your family, in your life, really is to step up. It's to step up in all what you're doing. What I mean by that, stepping up, it means that you raise the bar. Stepping up, it means going after the things that you have never thought you'd be going after. Stepping up is pulling off your strengths together, really, and give it 200%. But the way how you do it is not just by working hard and hard and hard and tell yourself, I'm doing my best, but I'm not getting results. No, you step up wisely, smartly, in a constructive way, structured. And that's what I teach actually to all my mentees in terms of how to step up by having it structured and organized. And I do that myself, and I step up myself. And of course, stepping up have also some, I would say, side effects that when you step up and you rise the bar, you go after it, you need to constantly, readjust. And that's also learning a lot, because I've been going after step up from step up, with the, actually I'm currently leading a huge project with a multi-billion-dollar company, of transformation, and I'm stepping up to make it happen. And when you step up and step up, you have your plan to step up, to be visible, to achieve your goals, to get people following you, to lead the way, because you have to be a leader. You reach a point where you need to readjust all of that, because you start to bring so much momentum around you that if you don't manage it properly, you'll start to drown, or you start as well to lose focus on some other areas that still need your attention, and not only the scope that you set yourself where you want to step up. And interestingly, I just had a review recently with my mentor, because I also have a mentor, to make sure that in all the things that I put in place as well, I have a structure behind it. And we had this review. I was telling my mentor, it's strange. When you have this spirit of, you want to achieve high, you put your ambition very high, so you go after your goal and you step up, you do it maximum. But still, you feel sometimes that you're not getting all these strengths to do the little things that are also important in your life. I'm talking about taking care of your family, for instance. I'm talking also about picking up the phone and calling relatives. And I'm talking also about having your personal project or something on the sideline that you still need to nurture, and you're not picking it up because you are focused on one area, and the other area, which also have great importance, it's being left behind. And one of the important things that came was not realizing that by the fact I'm stepping up and giving 200%, I'm going at 100% on it. It feels like you want to achieve and achieve and achieve, and you don't take the time to really reflect and look at really how you can do that in a better way, how you shape it better. And it comes out as well that if you don't take this time to restructure, you come to a point where really you can 200%, your body can't take it anymore, you cannot follow anymore. And what happens is that you have this moment where you go down and slow down, and then it starts to affect all the other goals that you have set for yourself. And literally, you're going to try to recover, but not in a perfect manner. You just let go at a moment, and then it becomes procrastination, and then it goes like a roller coaster when everything starts to slow down and slow down and slow down. And then you go back again into your pace in the ultimate goal that you are trying to achieve, and you start to give it 100% to your step up without having corrected what was actually, causing the pain or causing the unstructure or causing all those, I would say, procrastinating moment or this slowdown moment, if I can call it this way. So the learning from this discussion I got from my coach, actually, as you know, my coach is Tim Ham. He's one of the most famous, coach in the UK. He's just amazing. He's a public speaker, and when you're around him, he's just a machine, action machine, action taking, making things happen around him. When you get him, you get so pumped of energy. He have achieved so much, and yet he's still going after more goals. He wants to transform the life of multi-million people across the globe with success inside us. And I would definitely recommend you also to follow him. It will definitely bring you a lot of value as well as a person. So my take from the discussion I've had with him, so we kept a bit the business on the side and what we are trying to achieve, and we reflect on the inside and we put heart in it. And that's why I want to attract your attention. It's very important that also when you have a mentor, you have someone who's guiding you, or when you have an accountability body of someone you're reporting to. It's really important that sometimes you put heart into it. You just open up a little bit, okay, and just put heart in and try to find the root cause of the problem. Because the reality is, what you see in the front is not the real problem. It's not the real challenge. The real challenge is the behind it. And the more you open it, the more you put heart into it, you start to realize that the truth is actually behind what you see in front of you. The truth is really the thing that you don't see, and you need to ask yourself the right question. What's my true goal? What I'm really trying to achieve? Why I want to do what I'm doing today? Why do I wake up in the morning to go after the things that I'm going after? Why I'm doing it? And just makes you realize that you have to see the big picture and plug in all the other elements that you want to achieve with it. I was mentioning in my case that it was also, I have another small business that I'm running as well, of my leadership program, my step up program, and I have also my consulting program. So all of three is kind of a massive work, and I also working in another project that I'm trying to grow. It's not growing, it was affecting it. And the reason behind it is that this structure, when you go after your program, you need to reflect and review it and make sure that you adjust your agenda, the calendar, that to bring into it all different elements. So I always talk about setting up your goals, structuring them, and also put in place a nice calendar where you have everything planned and programmed. Yes, now I'm adding another element to it. And as I'm growing, I want you also to grow with me. You add to it an element of variance, because you cannot control everything. Everything is not craving stones. Not everything is just set perfectly. Okay, so you need to be able to navigate, I call it, through your calendar, through your program, to make sure that you adjust each time toward the things that are the most important. So take note of this point, it's very important. Always review your goals, readjust them, and adapt them on a weekly basis, if not on a daily basis, to make sure that you incorporate all elements, all outside elements that you don't necessarily have control on, to make sure that you're still on track to achieve your goals. So think about the big picture, and that was my learning. So really for me, it's gonna be to readjust everything, even my step up that I'm doing, all those big planned projects, make sure that they are still on control, still producing, still giving it 200%, and just plug a little bit of time for those other projects, make sure that I don't compromise on them, to make sure that I'm advancing on each of those. Because the most important is that you need to feel that you're achieving. Because if you don't feel that you are achieving something in the goals that you are having, it will slow you down, and you're going to start to lose your momentum and also your passion behind it. And that's my call for all of you. Very important. So if I have to summarize, one of the key learning is step up, give it 200%. Yet, when you structure your step up, when you structure the goals that you want to go after, make sure that you have this variance element that I call it, that you navigate through your calendar and how you structure your time. Make sure that you adjust it to based on the elements you are around you, the element that you don't control. You could have meetings that you have not planned that was coming in picture, new project coming into your plan that you didn't plan for it. It could be that your personal business that you're running is not going according to plan because of financial situations, because of, I don't know, because of weather, you couldn't have a certain delivery, whatever it is. Make sure that you have this kind of variance element into it to be able to cater for things which are unplanned or unpredictable, but also to make sure that you can still achieving a bit of part for each and every goal you set to yourself. So that was my learning. So we've really opened up a lot with my coach, and I recommend to all of you also open up. Speak from your heart. Speak about the challenges that you have, and make sure that you don't feel like you're invincible. We are not invincible. As much driven we are, as much passionate we are about our jobs, about our business, about our family, about the things that we want to achieve, we're not perfect. Nobody is perfect. The most important is that acknowledge that, open up on that, and look at how can we do it better, and don't procrastinate, go after it to make a change. So that's it, my friend, on this video. I really want to share with you actually experience I just went through and the review just after the review that I had with my coach. I thought I would share that with you live. And if you've liked this video, you find it useful, and you find some interesting point, do not hesitate to like it, and as well comment below what also is your learning in the day-to-day life when you go after your goals. What are the challenges you are facing as well? You can open up. I'll be glad to answer to all those questions. So, and as I always say, my friend, subscribe to the channel, and to end up with, listen to your heart, follow your passion, and take action right now. Don't procrastinate. Ciao, ciao.